NonFiction Radio, WZYE, special DJ announcement. We were keeping this under wraps all week. All week, man. I've been getting this question: who's gonna be on? Who's gonna be on this week? Who's gracing the platform? And I mean, I'm gonna let my man Marty, come on air in a minute, and kind of let you know exactly who it is, because this is definitely something he's been waiting on as well for a while. So I'm super excited to do that with you guys. We're gonna touch upon a couple of subjects. We're gonna touch upon. We gotta talk about this Cardi B situation at some point. I know they really want to. They really want us to talk about that. So I'm gonna voice my little opinion on the whole Cardi B situation. We're gonna get into the whole love versus lust conversation as well. We're gonna talk some robotics, man. We're gonna talk some tech, man. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. We're gonna talk about the difference between all these technological advancements that we have in nightlife. How far is it gonna go? Do you guys think that we're gonna have DJs actually DJing in 5 years, or do you think it's just gonna be in just autopilot? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many apps right now. Oh, but number one, let me shout out my people on the live, man. I appreciate y'all tuned in. D-Star, what up, man? Kimani, what up, baby? Good to hear you guys up here, man. Listen, yeah, so I do want to say this. I think it's wild to see like a bunch of apps. There's so many applications that are taking over the job of a promoter, which is basically selling bottles, etc., all that good stuff. We have apps and technology taking over the industry, and it's gonna be an interesting episode, man. I'm excited to talk. I'm excited to bring these. I'm excited, man. We gonna talk a little Hove. We gonna talk about the greatest rapper alive, and then we got some industry stuff we got going on as well. So stay tuned, stick around, man. I'll be back on the live in about 15 minutes when we come back on air. We got some good music for you. We got DJ Brandon Alex on the way with the pizza. The bag is secure. Champagne Thursdays, 510 LaGuardia Place. I'm in the building, baby. Yes, sir. Industry Talk, NonFiction Radio. Let's go.
Treyway, King New York, looking for the queen.
You got the right one. No. Queens, Brooklyn.
It's not nice. Got that wet, got that drip, got that super soak. I hit that, she a Fifi, honey, Kiki, she eat my like it's free. I don't even know like why I did that. I don't even know like why I hit that. All I know is that I just can't whack that. Talk to her nice, so she won't fight back. Turn around, hit it from the back. Back her down, then I make it clap. I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends, no. Draco got that kickback when I blow that thing. All do track, they don't shoot back. One shot, close range, right down head tie. Yeah, I did that, yeah, I lived that cold up Uber with my shooter, with a Ruger. We gon' do ya. Niggas say they killing people, but I really do it. I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends, no.
He tryna 69 like Takashi, call him Papi, worth the ASAP, keep me rocky. I'm from New York, so I'm cocky. Say he f***ing with my posse, caught me Chloe like Kardashian. Keep this in Versace, said I'm pretty like Tanashi. Put it all up in his face, did I catch a case? Ain't just caught a body, but I never leave a trace. Face is pretty after days. I get chips, I ask for lace. I just sit back and when he done, I be like, yo, how to taste? Yo, how to taste?
I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends.
Hey yo, Draco got that kickback. When they kick back, you can't get your back. In fact, it's that I hate small talk. I don't with your chat. AC just stopped working, so they hit me. Told me bring my wrist back. I'm through rockin' fashions that got all these. It's like yo, what's that?
I don't really want no friends.
I don't really want no friends, no.
Eeny, money, more. I catch her right by her toe. If she ain't give me a Nicki, kick that right through the jaw. I don't really want no friends. My old boy just broke his Benz. Nicki just hopped in the tent. Now I won't see that bitch again. Eeny, money, more. I catch her right by her toe. If she ain't give me a Nicki, kick that right through the jaw.
Young money, young money bunny. Colorful hair, don't care. I don't really want no friends. no friends, no. I don't really want no friends. I don't really want no friends, no.
Listen, okay? Let me just say this. If a wanna with me, he gon' with all of me. He ain't gon' with me sometimes. He gon' with me at all times, period. I ain't going for none of that. You know, these be out here trying to play mind games with us. Like, I ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that. Like, the only one that's getting money too. Like, if is getting money too, my time is money. Don't waste my time.
I am not like these. I be penicillin in the cut. That mean I'm chillin' in the cut. Made $1 million in the cut. I'm Balenciaga challenge. Tryna find my balance. All set with the bag. That mean I ain't going outside. My melodies came from everything I came from. Been talking to God. Everything I got came from it. Ain't no fatigue in my blood. It's just a lot of weed in my blood. Had to finish, keep running your mouth like academics. It's an everyday struggle, but I still remain humble. We could compare and all that, but you know they ain't all that. I pick up the pace, I could never take a break. Then I brought my trouble where I stay, so I cannot run away. I pick up the pace, I could never take a break. Then I brought my trouble where I stay, so I cannot run away.
800 rest of my savings. Used to have dope in the base. I'm an outside native. I was never understood, they hated. Growed up with the wolves, we were slaving. Cause the P got shot and couldn't make it. I had case after cases. I never switched up cause I'm gangster. These diamonds is huge like Langston. I wear diamonds and go cause we ancient. She wanna expose me, she anxious. Had to cut off my bro on some lane. It keep burning my soul to these lane switch. These rings a trophy, a banquet. I'm geeked up on codeine, I can't quit. Got a bust down, paddock a plane. I done bust that what her name is. If I tell you what the gang is, you know that we armed and dangerous. I'm having thoughts, I'm not gonna mob, my mind is cautious. I had a heart to grow, my head died and now I'm heartless. I'm moving small, my money colossus.
I pick up the pace, I could never take a break. Then I brought my trouble where I stay, so I cannot run away. I pick up the pace, I could never take a
wow. I buy a new car for the people, for real. I tear down the mall with the people, for real. You can't even talk to the people. Nah, she room with bosses and shit. Oh God. I pull up in Rarers and shit. With choppers and Harleys and shit, for real. I be Gucci down, Gucci. You wearing Lacoste and shit. Yeah, Montclair, yeah. Fur came off of belt, yeah. Triple homicide, put me in a jail, yeah. Triple across the plug, we do not play fair, yeah. Oh God. Got them tennis chains on, and they real blingy bling. They gon' make you do the chicken head like chingy ching. Walking Neiman Marcus, and I spend a lot 50-50. People see the caution shooters, they be riding with me too. Bad, cute face, and some nice teeth. 7,500 on a Saint Laurent jacket, yeah. Be careful when you dumping your ass. I know sucker, I ain't.
Are now rocking. You are now rocking with the Jason Experience on NonFiction Radio 95.9.
Oh, that's how we doing it?
Industry.
That's how we doing it?
Like this.
Let's set it off. Let's set it off.
Kick it off like this.
Marty Rock 2Ks. Don't get it confused. We here. Yes, sir.
Spanish from uptown, I bought a bus down. Yeah, oh, then I keep.
Hey, that's that new album, baby. Championships. Go get that right now.
Pop on pitching, we gon' hit it like the Sammy Sosa. Put that Billy to the limit, you can shut up, hold up. Ho, spinning, call me chulo. When I'm pulling up in that two-door, diamonds different color. Uno, all these honey, tell me, mommy, name my pocket look like sumo. I got money, I don't have my finger, pop you with when I hit you with that, you know. Smoke a little hookah, kick it like it's judo. Let you hit the OG, since I'm 42 though. And when we get in mode, I'ma dog it like I'm Cujo. Whoa! Heard they tryna steal it away, cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way, bust it down. Watch it let her when I put it out. Call to me nice, shut them down, then we open up shop. Really flip around just in case y'all forgot. They been trying to stop the way, but the way don't stop. Yeah, baby. I was down, but they see I'm up now, baby. Head high, cause I love my crown, baby. Never told, even through the ups and downs, baby. If I do say a couple brown, baby. Only way I double crosses. I just keep spinning, only way to make them nauseous. Demon little mommy like salsa, we could dip. I'm just trying to see you dance salsa on the dip. Whoa, it went down, she came up, you know.
Yes, sir, coming straight off that birthday too. I'm coming fresh off that birthday.
You know the vibes.
You already know what we doing.
I got my next revolution around the sun in about 2 weeks.
That man's birthday gonna be crazy.
This is my record right now. Uptown Vibes, Meek Mill.
He said it was inspired by New York City, and I can hear it. That boy Big Mike is stepping in the studio.
Tengo 4 rutas y lo vendo a 32 como Carmelo en Utah. Tini, Dolce y Versace, voy a morirme millonario, los Illuminati. La glopa y la puta en el bote y las nalgas como Jennifer López. Brrr. Y ella rebota ese culo, tío, le monté pa' que no me bote. Yo tengo 10 dracotes, tenemos 13 y mis soldados pa' todos estos bichotes.
They tryna steal away, cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way, bust it down. So my watch, she let away, I flood it out. Hey, talk to me nice, show you what he really bout. Whoa, pipe down, throwing up shots. First we shut them down, then we open up shop. Really flip around, just in case y'all forgot. They been tryna stop the way, but the way don't stop.
It's called a total package set for a reason. We gonna give you a little bit of everything. Hey yo, Marty, I never even knew there was curse words in this song.
Yeah.
Cause I never knew, cause I never, hey,
Anything with Anuel has curse.
yeah, I never thought, like, I thought it was like a smooth love song. He's talking about spanking that and
Biggest potty mouth ever.
if you got an accent, she'll let you say whatever you want. That's what it comes down to right now, you know what I'm saying?
Bebecita, tu hombre te ama, pero tú le eres infiel. Porque tú eres un diablo dentro de una mujer. Y cuando sale el sol, tú quieres beber. A Lucifer, baby, con rata, baby, yo soy tu criminal. Baby, con rata, baby, tu novio lo va a olvidar. Baby, con rata.
Baby girl, you're so damn fine though.
It's Marty Rock, baby.
I'm sipping on you like some fine wine though. And when it's over, I press rewind though. Ay, you talking bands, girl, I got it. Benjamin's all in my pocket. I traded in my truths for some robbers. You playing Batman, Fetty's gonna rob them. Hey, I got a Glock in my Rari. Hey, 17 shots, no 38. I got a Glock in my Rari. 17 shots, no 38. She's fine. Wonder when she'll be mine. She walk past like fast rewind to see that one more time. I got this soda. But me boys ain't know us. All fast money, they stole us. No one can control us. Drive a all white rank. Couldn't hit it if you tag ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never helped your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. In the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving hard. Do everything like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs and 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank, right? Big bank, tight, low.
Yo, Can I play some BX stuff?
Type of money you gon' need.
Can I play some BX stuff?
Type of money you gon' need.
Hold up.
I hit the club and tell a DJ throw the song. Fly fit, I'm Millie rockin' with a rollie on. Then a Dougie, I'm just doing that for Harlem World. It's a Pitos, I'm probably with a foreign girl. Made this beat some years ago and it was hitting in. Now like me, cause Tory Lanez, this be lit again. That Harlem music make you get up off your feet. Hop on right on out your seat. Two step into the T.
Tenemos tú y yo algo pendiente. Tú me das algo y lo sabes. Conmigo ella se pierde. No le rinde cuentas a nadie. Tenemos tú y yo algo pendiente. Tú me debes algo y lo sabes. Conmigo ella se pierde. No le rinde cuentas a nadie. Suma de mambo pa' que mi gata prenda los motores. Suma de mambo pa' que mi gata prenda los motores. Suma de mambo pa' que mi gata prenda los motores. Que me pare, que viene para duro.
Let's get it, baby. I'm on my Throwback Thursday ish. You know the vibes. Let's go.
You are now rocking with the Jason Experience on NonFiction Radio 95.9. This is Industry Talk.
Blame it on the Google. Blame it on the
It's Marty Rock, baby.
got you feeling loose. Blame it on the drum. Got you in the zone. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the she said she usually don't, but I know that she front. Cause Shawty know what she want, but she don't wanna seem like she said. I hear you saying what you won't do, but you know it probably gon' do what you've been feeling deep inside.
I make you say just like I'm your doctor. All I prescribe is cranberry and vodka. Then I'm trying to kick it, play a little soccer, bust a couple on. Oh baby, what's your name? Go girl, it's your birthday. Go wild, oh you Thursday. We don't buy no drinks at the bar. Pop champagne cause we got that dough. Let me hear you say you want me say pocket full of money, club don't jump till I walk inside the doorway. Bottles of that rose, smelling like Dolce & Gabbana. Shawty, you the baddest, and to meet you is an honor. The mama, gotta take away what you think about a condo. And if you like it, baby, we can take it to the condo. And if you like a condo, we can move the body to the bedroom. I'ma beat your body like a condo. Since we in the club for now, might as well get another round. Notice that you might need a cup, so get here, baby, let me fill it up. Put your left hand up, put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your right hand up. Man, it's put your left hand up, put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your right hand up, put your left hand up, put your right hand up. Man, it's
she gon' shake it like a red nose, like a red nose. She gon' shake it like a red nose, like a red nose. She gon' shake it like a red nose, wow, like a red nose. She gon' shake it like a red nose.
It's all good, it's all right. Fuck all day, fuck all night. It's all good, it's all
It's all good, it's alright. All day, fuck all day, fuck all day.
Then it goes a little something like this.
Come on. Those reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw him, you would even say,
How do they spirit? What up?
Oh yeah. This is DMX pre-rehab, right? DMX pre-rehab, and no wonder why I was happy holidays back then.
Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, come on, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? And all the reindeers loved him, and they shouted out, wait, wait, Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, flew down and kissed the rain.
Bird machine. Check.
I like this. I like this.
Check.
Marty Rock. Liquid means rewind, a gunshot means
It's Marty Rock, baby.
regret it, so
Let's go. It's a Thursday. Marty Rock, I'm here. Jason Experience, he's here. We got that special.
Oh, we're not releasing that yet.
Get set.
Yes, sir. Nah, I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm just not.
Saying, yo, the amount of talent that has walked through this building since you and I have started doing this show together.
Hey, man, we're blessed. We're just blessed. I'm humbled to be on this platform. I'm excited for what we got next coming up, too. We got some big names coming through.
Actually, we finishing this year off with a bang.
And starting next year off with one, too.
Facts. You know the vibe, Marty Rock. I'm live. Hit me on that Instagram at Marty Rock with 2Ks. Let me know what you want to hear. I'm not gonna play it. Let's get it, baby.
You need to get done. Let the work come over. We just need to slow the motion. Don't get out of the way, no way.
Shout to Jersey on the check. If you from Jersey, tell me where you from.
Turn around, hit it from the back, let's go.
Push me to the push me to
You are now rocking with the Jason Experience on NonFiction Radio 95.9. This is Industry Talk.
Marty Rock.
Orange, Juice Bar and Outdoor Cafe, located at 189 Main Street, Orange.
This program is sponsored by Lyman's Cafe Caribbean. They provide inviting music, friendly smiles, and great taste in Caribbean foods and a taste of the islands. Lyman's Cafe is located at number 5 Winan Street in East Orange, New Jersey. The web address is www.lymanscafe.com and the phone number is 973-674-2992.
This program is brought to you by General Tech Auto Center. They offer vehicle and maintenance repairs such as car batteries, spark plugs, oil filters, air filters, wiper blades, brakes, and much more. General Tech Auto Center is ASC and Master Tech certified and is located at 1129 South Orange Avenue in Newark, New Jersey. The phone number is 973-371-8899.
This program is brought to you by Taxco Incorporated. They provide tax preparation, IRS resolution, accounting, business consulting, and wealth building services. Taxco has offices located at 1733 Springfield Avenue, Maplewood, New Jersey, 8 First Avenue, Bloomfield, New Jersey, and 293 First Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. The web address is www.taxco.co, and the phone number is 973-762-7299.
You know what it is, with Direct. Marty Rock, I'm here. Jason Experience, he's here. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our special guest tonight. We're going to keep it in the spirits with our all-female, all-star lineup. It is my honor to introduce DJ Scarlett, representing New York City by way of Jersey, correct? Boom. So, we wanted to showcase a lot of the females that are making it in a very male-driven industry. And I had reached out to Scarlett personally, and I asked her, if she would like to come on the show, and she agreed. So she's about to do her set. She's about to kill it. Scarlett, do your thing.
I'm taking you back. Here's another one. I'm taking you back. I'm taking you back. Here's another one. I'm taking you back. I'm taking you back. Here's another one. I'm taking you back. I'm taking you back. Here's another one. I'm taking you back. I'm taking you back. Here's another one. I'm taking you back. I'm taking you back. Here's another one. I'm taking you back. I'm taking you back. Here's another one. I'm taking you back. I'm taking you back. Here's another one.
When I had you to myself, I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always make you stand out in a crowd. But someone
Thinking out loud, I must have $250,000 on me right now. Hard to make a song about something other than the money. Two things I'm about to talking blunt and staying pretty women. Are you here? Are you here right now, huh? We should all disappear right now. Look, you're getting all your friends and you're getting in the car and you're coming to the house. Are we clear right now, huh? You see the fleet, all the new things. Cop cars with the loose change. All like a move things. See me rolling in they mood change. Like a motherfucker. New floor, I got a dozen of them. I don't trust you, you are undercover. I could probably make some stepsisters for each other. Talking fillets with the truffle butter. Fresh sheets and towels, man, she gotta love it. Yeah, they all get what they desire from it. What? Tell them we ain't hiding from it.
Break it down. Shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? And I better shake that thing, yeah. Donna, Jody and Rebecca. Woman, get busy. Just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get drunk, up, percolate anything you want because it's hostility. But don't take pity. Want to see you get life on the rhythm of my ride. And my lyrics up about electricity. Girl, nobody can do you nothing cause you don't know your destiny. Yo, sexy ladies want power with us. You know the car with us, them not war with us. You know the club, them want flex with us. To get next with us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond, I ignite my flame. Girl, I call my name and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till I earn them on. Let's get it on, let's get it on till I earn them on, girl. It's all good, just turn me on. Girl, don't sweat it, don't get agitated. Girl, go and rotate, cause anything you want, you know you must get it. From the mention, don't invitation, girl, run the floor.
She goes by DJ Scarlett.
Yo, have a good time, girl.
I call her the town resident queen, yes sir.
Cause you are the number one, girl. Wave your hand when them see the wedding band. Yo, take that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? And I better shake that thing, yeah. Donna, Jody and Rebecca. Oh man, get busy. Just say that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get drunk, up, percolate anything you want because it's hostility. If I don't take pity, want to see you get live when the rhythm is a ride. And my lyrics are provide electricity. Yeah, nobody can tell you nothing because you don't know your destiny.
I'm taking it back to the old school, cause I'm an old fool who's so cool. I'm taking it back to the old school, to the old school, to the old school. I'm taking it back to the old school, cause I'm an old fool who's so cool. I'm taking it back to the old school, to the old school, to the old school.
Top Porsche, rolling on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Bossed up and I changed the game. It's my big bronze boogie, got all them girls shook. Big fat, it got all them boys cook. From dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance like. Flexing on the gram like, hey. Hit the little John, okay. Oh yeah, we tripping up in this game. Hey,
DJ Scarlett on the wheels still right now, live and direct. I see S-Dot. Yo, S-Dot, don't start sweating or your neck gonna be turning green, yo. Don't start sweating, yo.
Fresh off that tall, fresh off that Burberry shirt at the revealing party. DJ S-Dot is in the building. In the building. Hey, yo, ladies, if you got a hair page, stop following me on Instagram. I ain't gonna follow you back. I ain't got no weave. I ain't got no lace front. I ain't got no head. I got a buzz cut every week. Why am I following you? I don't need your lace front. Wendy, come for you.
Okay. Taking it to the barbecue shit now.
She know it.
Ain't holding nothing back. Ow, she's a breast. House.
Well, look together, everybody knows this is how the story goes. She knows she's got everything that a woman needs to get a man. Yeah. How can she lose? So she used 36, 24, 36. What a winning hand, 'cause she's a big house. She's mighty, just letting it all hang out. And she's a brick house. Now I don't like ladies that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back. Oh, she's nothing no matter with your head, baby, find it. Come on and find it. Hey, with it, baby, 'cause you're fine and you're mine and you look so divine. Get up, get on up, stay on the scene. Get on up, like a sex machine. Get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up, stay on the scene. Get on up, like a sex machine. Get on up. Everything around me, yeah. Got to start to feeling so low. And I decided quickly, yes I did, to just go down and check out the show. Yeah, they were dancing and singing and moving to the moving. And just when it hit me, somebody turned around and shouted, play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music right. Play that funky music, white boy.
Oh yeah, DJ Scarlett not playing no games up here. Not playing no games.
Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. And tell me, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on in. Get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. Shout out.
Okay. Yo, nobody touched these records. Nobody has touched these records yet.
All this that she's spinning right now, it's been brand new for us, but I mean, she's throwing it all the way back. She's also taking it completely. She's taking a completely different approach.
I like it. I like it. I just ordered a big thing of mac and cheese because we're in a barbecue.
I hope you got the potato salad with it.
Back. Yo, you know what be getting me messed up, yo?
What?
Shorties be asking who made the potato salad, like it matters, and smashing 3 different dudes Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like, yo, it matters. It really matters.
I'm not even talking about. I'm not even taking this. I'm not taking it.
It really
I'm not
matters who made the potato salad. Like, yo, come on, boo, stop it. Stop it.
I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know how to ask you if you're okay. My friends always feel the need to tell me things. Seems like they're just happier than us these days. Yeah. These days, I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know how to be there when you need me. It feels like the only time you'll see me is when you turn your head to the side and look at me differently. Yeah. And last night, let's go. I think I lost my patience last night. I got busy expectations last night. I came to a realization, and I hope you can take it. I hope you can take it. Oh, I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You take my love for granted. I just don't understand it. No, I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You take my love for granted. I just don't understand.
I should grow up someday, 'cause I got bills to pay. I can't be waking up at someone else's place. I know I drink too much, can't pay my rent this month. I should be saving up, but I just got paid. I'm broke but I'm rolling. Don't know where we're going. We go in when we go out. I just got paid.
Oh, it's a party here in the studio today. It's a party. I love the vibe. DJ Scarlett. She's in the building. Bodega Nega today. Let's go. We got the crowd control in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
While we on the subject, y'all seen the Migos carpool karaoke? Y'all seen that?
I'm not a big fan of Amigos. I really am not.
I'm not a big fan either, but that's
Three people there's 3 artists that Migos, Prince, and Michael Jackson are 3 artists I've never liked, and everybody always like unpopular opinion.
I don't like the Migos either, but that was funny.
Somebody who loves me.
Take us back to the roots. Take us back.
Si el ritmo te lleva a mover la cabeza y empezamos como es. Mi música no discrimina a nadie, así que vamos.
Oh yeah, New Year's Eve. Check my Instagram bio. I'm in the building, Brooklyn.
Oh, you home, baby?
Oh yeah, I ain't leaving my city. I'm not leaving my city, nah. Best decision I ever made, buddy. Best decision. No traffic.
I'm in Times Square, baby.
Mi música los tiene fuerte bailando y se baila así.
My man always get the worst of it, man.
Yo, last year took me 2 hours to get to my event. 2 hours.
Yo, you should just come in Sunday night.
I left a while early. Like, actually get in to Times Square. Like they have all the barricades. I have badges. It was type dope. Like they give you badges or whatever. Like you just walk through the barricades until you get to that one cop. That one cop that always trying to sun you. Always trying to sun you.
Oh, what? Are we listening to this? Okay. Okay.
You know the vibe.
Let's go.
Yo, this is fire. Let me Shazam this.
She burn it up like the summer. She turn me on with a bum diggy diggy bum bum.
Look, Navis.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring this city at New Year's Eve. Williamsburg Hotel.
Yo, Navis dancing the sandals in there. Look. Yo, Navis got the most lit Dunkin' Donuts in the world.
That boy got more Metro PCS than your uncle.
In the club with my homies, tryna get a little VI. Keep it down on the low key. She know how I feel. I said, shorty, she's a second. Take your lessons, Scarlett. From the game, she's a something like me. Think that she know me. Decided to cheat. Conversation got heavy. She had me feeling like she's ready to blow. She said, come get me. So I got up and followed her to the floor. She said, baby, let's go. When I told her, I said, shorty got down. She said, come and get me. I got so caught up that she told me. Look at my girl, you testimony. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. La, 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 la. This is how we do it. It's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shawl cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it. Honey's in the streets, say money, yo, we made it. Honey's in the streets, say honey's in the streets, say honey's in the 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 streets, say money, yo, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The party's underway, party's underway. So if it's so good in my hood tonight, the party's underway. So let me hear the party say, if it's so good in my hood tonight, the party's underway, party's underway. So if it's so good in my hood tonight, the party's underway. So let me hear the party say, if it's so good.
Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go. Cheers to this. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go wild.
DJ Scarlett.
Welcome to my house.
That's fire. Okay, Scarlett. Okay, Scarlett. I see the vibes.
Baby girl,
I
you're so
see
damn
the
vibes.
Hey yo, touch that mic on the too.
And when it's over, I press
Get up.
back to the top. You talking bands, but I got it. I like that. Benjamin's all in my pocket. I traded in my shoes for some robbers. You playing Batman, Fetty's gonna rob
like that. I like that.
I got a Glock in my Rari. Hey, 17 shots, no 38. I got a Glock in my Rari. 17 shots, no 38.
DJ Scarlett, yes sir. Nah, we not gonna do that.
One more time, I got this soda. Ruby boys ain't no more. All my money, no slow.
Yo, she mixed it in too. She that mixed it in too. She was like, yeah, she brought it back, but she mixed it in.
Yo, I love this right here. I love this right here.
Yeah, I appreciate you for liking this, yo, because a lot of, real talk, a lot of urban DJs, they be like, what you playing right now? What you playing right now? I like that. I like that.
And then she put it in her head. Scarlet, you know what I'm talking about?
I'm running, but you couldn't make my day. I'm rocking and you're yawning, but you never look my way. I'm licking down your darling in every single way. You're funny for a snoring and the green card's on the way. This ain't got nothing to do with shampoo, but watch your head and shoulder. Brother older, bold enough to hold you, yo, I told ya. Afraid of what I made and played and plus a funky bit. So say you flipped and tripped for that music in the monkey bit. Triggers from the good town, ill town. Some that's how it feels now. The deal is that we're real, so we still round. Don't land with a freestyle phantom. Ain't trying to be handsome. Tricking what you're thinking, cause I'm vamping.
I live in top of hip hop. This is hip hop of the day. I give props to hip hop, so hip hop parade. You heard a lot about a brother gaining more ground, being low down. I do the showdown with any little hoe round. No, who you believe in. Me a funny reasons, even when I'm sleeping, you think I'm cheating. You said I knew you, Mr. OPP man. The OPP man won't only see me, man. You should've knew when I ain't hitting the step that I was with it a bit, not to consider the rep. Heck, I did your partner cause she's hot as a baker, cause I'm naughty by nature, not cause I hate you. I hate you. Put your heart in the part of a part that spreads apart and forgot that I forgave when you had a spark. You try to act like something really big is missing, even though my name's graffiti written on your kid. I love like women always, and disrespect ain't the way. Let's start our family today. Hip hop parade. Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. Hip hop parade. Hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. नी मियां तू कुछ चीर पाके रख ले, पल्ले विच मुखड़ा लुका के रख ले। नी मियां तू कुछ चीर पाके रख ले, पल्ले विच मुखड़ा लुका के रख ले। एवें करी ना किसी दे नाल प्यार, मुंडिया तो बच के रही। नी तू हुणे हुणे होई मुंडियार, मुंडिया तो बच के रही। नी तू हुणे हुणे होई मुंडियार, मुंडिया तो बच के रही। Slide on the pimp gang with my pinky ring. Lot of gang, lot of in the icy chain. While you claim that you rich, that's a false claim. I be straight to the whip, no baggage claim. Whole lot of styles, can't even pronounce the name. You ain't got no style, see you on my Instagram. I be rocking it like it's fresh out the pan. Only when I'm taking pics, I'm the middleman. Walk talking like a boss, I just lift a hand. 3 million cash, call me Rain Man. Money like a shower, that's my rain dance. And we all in black, like it's gangland. Say the wrong words, you be hangman. Why me stick to you like a spray tan? Mister, what kind of car you in the city, love my name, gotta say it. Taste, taste. She can get a taste. Taste, taste. She can get a taste. Taste, taste. What it say? It's all the same like Mary Kate. Taste, taste. She can get a taste. Let you get a taste. Taste, taste. Do you let it taste? Yeah, that's cool, but he ain't like me.
Hang on mistletoe, I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling carolling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheer and you. This Christmas, and as I look around, your eyes outshine the town they do. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Yeah. Shake a hand, shake a hand.
Play on, play it. Play on, play it. Play on, play it. Yo, street drop, verse.
Shorty get down, good lord. Baby got 'em open all over town. Strictly bitch, you don't play around. Cover much ground, got game by the pound. Getting paid is a forte, each and every day. True player away, can't get her out of my mind. I think about the girl all the time. East side to the west side, pushing fat ride, it's no surprise. She got tricks in the stash, stacking up the cash fast when it comes to the gas. By no means average, it's on when she's got to have it. Baby, you're a perfect 10. I wanna get in, can I get down so I can win? I like the way you work it, no diggity. I'm not to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I'm not to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I'm not to bag it up. I like the way you work it, no diggity. I'm not to bag it up.
She's got class and style, knowledge by the pound. Baby never act wild, very low key on the profile. Catching feelings is a no. Let me tell you how it goes. Curves the word, spins the verb. Lovers they curve so weak, what you heard? Rolling with the fatness, you don't even know what the half is. You got to pay to play, just for shorty bang bang to look your way.
The Caribbean. They provide inviting music, friendly smiles, and great taste in Caribbean foods and a taste of the islands. Lyman's Cafe is located at number 5 Winan Street in East Orange, New Jersey. The web address is www.lymanscafe.com and the phone number is 973-674-2992. This program is brought to you by Taxco Incorporated. They provide tax preparation, IRS resolution, accounting, business consulting, and wealth building services. Taxco has offices located at 1733 Springfield Avenue, Maplewood, New Jersey, 8 First Avenue, Bloomfield, New Jersey, and 293 First Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. The web address is www.taxco.co, and the phone number is 973-762-7299.
This program is brought to you by General Tech Auto Center. They offer vehicle and maintenance.
You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, Maplewood, New Jersey, broadcasting from Essex.
You're listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, Maplewood, New Jersey, broadcasting from Essex County.
Love is a guy that thinks he's fine, also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broken soul. I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Hanging out the
the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. Through what you heard, I am a freak, I'm disturbed. So come
Drive me a dessert. No time to have you lurking. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in a righteous. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believed all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, all my sleep for decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. For me, I be work, 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 work.
Your name honey bun, heart be love bunny, sweetie pie, darling, put to me sugar dumpling.
Oh na na, what's my name? Oh na na, what's my name?
Your name baby, wifey, wifey, you are the queen and me are your king.
Oh na na, what's my name? Oh na na, what's my name? Oh na na, what's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
You want me honey bunch, me sugar dumpling. Bend down low and make me tell you something. You make joy full up in my heart. You know Halloween with the pumpkin. Your name honey bun, heart be love bunny, sweetie pie, darling, put us me sugar dumpling.
Oh na na, what's my name? Oh na na, what's my name?
Your name baby, wifey, wifey, you are the queen and me are your king.
Oh na na, what's my name? Oh na na, what's my name? Oh na na, what's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
You want me honey bunch, me sugar dumpling. Bend down low and make me tell you something. You make joy full up in my heart. Don't hollow and no Halloween with the pumpkin. Wind your waist, girl, a rubber duck thing. Wind your waist, girl, a rubber duck thing. Don't say nothing, me grab up you something. Teacher me name, you name everything.
Hey yo, Mike, let me see you move.
Turn you move. Back it up,
Give me that New York club vibe real quick.
Sing on the mic and collect Grammy. Girl, come bring out the loving for me.
When I pull up on a nigga, tell that nigga bad back. I'm too good with these words, watch a nigga backtrack. If I die, all I know is I'm a yeah.
Go. DJ Rapture. Go. Yo, Zay. Go. Oh yeah. Shake that jello chocolate vanilla, put it in the kitchen. Why your boyfriend always bitching? I just wanna beat the up, sonny, listen. So we can be tongue, tie, tongue kissing. Do you like it from the bird? Drip, dribble that bird. No one on the corner got air like that. You ain't really giving out a pass like that. Cause no one on the got like that. Say what? I just came to kick it. See the diamonds in my wrist when I with the crib. Wash it like the dishes. Twerking with the whip. Go run and get a ticket. I've been stuck.
Special delivery. This is the remix. Special delivery. Come on. Special delivery. That boy, baby. Special delivery.
What the though? Hey. Where the love go?
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Where the love? I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head. Buffalo. You a roughneck. I'm a cutthroat. You the tough guy.
Show me something different. Let's go.
Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Get the though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head. Buffalo. Love go. 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. 5, though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Get the though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo.
I don't want
you
no
a
full
roughneck.
flex bomb.
Cutthroat.
Don't
you a
fuck
tough
flex
guy.
bomb me on this
This is
transition,
jokes.
baby. This is
Then the
total
sun
package
died.
set.
The night is
You
young
gon'
though.
flex
The diamond
on
still
me.
shine. Get a rough hole. What the
Hey, there you go. There you go. They say high school, baby. We graduated
Where the
here.
love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Get the though. I don't bluff, bro. Aiming at your head like a buffalo. You a roughneck. I'm a cutthroat. You a tough guy.
DJ Finest, he's here. Scarlett, she's here.
What the though? though. Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't cuff, bro. Aiming at your head. I got the flow. You're a roughneck. I'm a cutthroat. You're a tough guy. That's enough jokes. Then the sun died. The night is young though. The diamond still shine. In a rough hole. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, where the ones go? It's a show. What you from, bro? Talking bro. Now she want a photo, you already know though. You only live once, that's the motto. Nigga YOLO and we bout it every day, every day, every day. Like we sitting on the bench, but we don't really play every day, every day. What anybody say, can't see him cause the money in the way. Real, what's up? One time for one time. I'm calling out like the umpire. 7 grams in the blunt, almost drowned in the poop. So I swam to a boat. It's east side, we in this boot. Wishing it would like a tree in this boot. And if a leaf fall, put some in that boot. That's my M.O. at a beat of that shit. I'm fucked up, tore down, I'm twisted, doorknob, talk stupid, off with your head. Money talks, and Mr. Ed. I'm so young, honey, got a drum on the go. And it does a bunny. Funny how honey ain't sweet like sugar, ain't sweet. On the street like cookies, I kiss her up the tongue. Ski, ski, ski. Water gun. Oh my God.
First things first, I get all the money. Girls like me, keep it honey. First things first, I get all the money. Girls like me, keep it honey. Girls like you, cause you funny. You boys ain't thirsty. I'm the one that came and put the summer. I got a black Barbie, into Minaj. I'ma do it all night for like first things first, I get all the money. Girls like me, keep it honey. Girls like you, cause you funny. You boys ain't stunners. I'm the one that came in the summer. I got a black Barbie, she into Minaj. I'ma do it all night till I got nothing. Sip got me buzzing. I am not a husband. I could be your daddy, cause I am a motherfucker. First things first, I get all the money. Girls like me, keep it honey. Girls like you, cause you funny. You boys ain't stunners. I'm the one that came in the summer. I got a black Barbie, she into Minaj. I'ma do it all night till I got nothing. Sip got me buzzing. I am not a husband. I could be your daddy, cause I am a motherfucker. Why you mugging? These boys sweet mouth. Put my seat on her face, she can smash.
That's right. Marty Rock. Industry Talk Radio, Jason Experience, we're here. We got DJ Scarlett live and direct in the studio. S. He's here.
Yep.
What up?
The crowd controller in the building.
You know the
Yes,
vibe.
sir. Nah, yes, sir. We all here. Yo, Marty, get in here, man.
That's what she said.
Tell Big Mike to drop that instrumental for us real quick.
I got something to talk about.
We got bro in the building. We got finance in the building. All right.
We have DJs for days. It looked like Guitar Center in 2009.
We should open up our own store right now.
Hey, man, somebody got to. All right, DJ S. at the round table, DJ Scarlett at the round table. Myself, DJ Marty Rock, walking in right now, surrounded by DJs, but it's just the way I like it. I have love for my DJs. A couple topics we wanted to talk about. We definitely wanted to talk about this Cardi B situation, and kind of tie it into the industry. And you want your pizza on air, man? Can you please take the pizza off air? No, I don't want pizza. I'm trying to do my job. The buffoonery up here.
Yo, Marty Rock always enters like
Always, man, always. Anyway, so actually, I'm gonna start with you guys. I don't want to attack that yet. I'm gonna get to that after. I do want to ask you this though. Do you think we're going into a era where technology can potentially take over jobs such as bottle waitresses, promoters, DJs? Eventually, do you think it's just going to be an automated industry?
No.
We're going to start with S. and then we'll get to Scarlett.
No way.
Why?
Let's just say, for example, what went on up here today.
Okay.
You can have the same songs, you can have the same equipment, you can have the same platform, but just talent and skill doesn't overpower the computer right now. Like, I mean, it does overpower the computer right now, because even, let's say, compare from a DJ to a bartender, you understand? Or a bottle girl. I know people who go to clubs just for certain bartenders and certain bottle girls because of the touch they put on it, the extra special touch that they put on when they bring your bottles out. They know it's juice to bring you because you always come there. You understand what I'm saying? A computer, what you're gonna do? Order the same thing, But it's sometimes you want that cup stronger, sometimes you want that cup lighter. And bartenders and bottle girls, you know, they know how you like it. Now let's rewind back to DJs. Like I said, you can have the same song, you can have the same mix, you can have the same drops, you can have the same remixes, but the way you blend it together, that's what's gonna go. Nobody wants to be in a club and hear the same routine.
And when you play it. And when you play it.
All right. Scarlett, talk to me.
So let's start off by saying, what's one of the main reasons all of us go out? For human interaction. I mean...
Depending on who you are, but okay.
I mean, for the most
For
part.
the most
Some
part,
people are introverts, like the millennials. Those are
I like-
Well, you're right,
I
you're
like to
right.
sit on my phone.
I'm on the cusp, so I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I think for the most part, a lot of people go out because they want that human interaction. They want to like have fun and speak to people. I mean, what's the computer gonna come up to you and say, hello, like, what drink, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's what kind of interaction is that? So I think that's number one. As far as a computer taking over a DJ's job, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Just because I feel like we read the crowd, we read the room. I don't know how we're gonna incorporate that into a computer's.
Some of us. Some of us.
You're
read
right,
the room.
Marty. You're right.
Some of us.
I thought you told me we wasn't going down this road.
Nah, this is what he does.
Not me. I play devil's advocate.
I'm happy that's the first lesson I learned as a DJ.
I play
was,
devil's advocate.
Do not play the same thing over. Do not play in your set before you walk in the club. Wait.
I mean,
until
but
you-
before when they used to be good openers, you used to just be able to walk in like seconds before you play and just run through them. I mean, you run through the bangers.
Cause you know what type of crowd it's gonna be, but now so many parties.
But now, not only that, but now the openers are so ass that you need to reset the room yourself and get a feel for the crowd because you walking in sometimes, some openers.
Yes,
you walking in sometimes and they're playing like, what was that record we was just cutting up? Uproar.
At 11:30.
You know what I mean?
At 11:30.
Yeah. You walking in and they playing Uproar and it's like, yo, like, all right, if they playing this, like, what else did they play when I wasn't here? You know what I mean? So you kind of gotta like reset the room. You gotta get a feel for yourself, unless you know the opener, unless you trust your opener. But before, back in the day when I started DJing, it used to be one constant opener at a spot. You remember those days?
Absolutely.
It was one constant opener, and you would build those relationships with your headliners, and you would know, what throwbacks they was playing, what they go left tracks was, so you knew how and what to stay away from. Now it's always a different person opening. It's like, yo, the equipment's everywhere. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a new day.
Ah, man, I don't even want to touch that.
Opening is an art, though. It's an art. And
It is. I love opening.
lost
I love
art.
opening.
You know what I mean? And that's sad because he's absolutely right. Like, I mean, I think I've checked out Marty a few times when he's opening up for other people. And I don't feel like but he knows better. And I feel I do too. We don't burn the main headliner, and I think that's just also out of respect. But I also feel like this is a double-edged sword that we're dealing with. We, as the experienced DJs in the industry, we gotta let the younger kids or like the younger openers know that.
Yeah.
If you keep allowing it, it's gonna continue.
Yeah,
to
nah,
happen.
that's facts. That's facts. But you know what though? It's like so many people come and go, especially in our market in New York. It's like so many people come and go, come and go, come and go. It's like you need to be wild selective on who you drop that knowledge on.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? For instance, Jason, if a kid comes up to you like, yo, I got 20 girls, I need to get into the party, this, that, and the third, like, you're not gonna drop knowledge on him because he could have fished those girls out the line. You know what I mean?
Nah, I think that there's
Like,
no,
not on the first night. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't think that's your job to do that. But I think that we strayed away from the root of the question. The question is very simple. Do you guys think that technology will advance to the point where we will no longer be needed in a nightlife setting?
No.
No.
And I think that you're all wrong. And I think that in the next 10 years, 80% of us won't even exist.
No way.
Can't happen.
And
No way.
Not in our
if
game.
you would let me explain why.
It's gonna be robots
let
that's
me
gonna be at the
explain-
club.
If you would let me
Not
explain
the
why.
DJ though.
If you would let me
Go
explain.
ahead, go ahead.
Ready? A casino is built to read moods, minds, blood pressure, high blood pressure, all that stuff. I'll tell you if you're happy, sad, what you're in the mood for, etc. By your choices on Netflix, within 5 choices, they can tell you what movie you're probably gonna like. Within 10 years, they can build a box filled with lighting, filled with the greatest sound system in New York City, and just play music, and I guarantee you it will sell. That being said, to the point where bottle girls make you great drinks. No, they don't. Bottle girls are great at what they do at pushing sales more. That's their job. But if we're talking about a perfectionist perspective, you're telling me I can wake up in the morning and put in my order online, like broken down to the last specific thing that you want, and then the robot will just pour it out elegantly? Why would you not take that option?
It's like bacon, egg, and
why do I
cheese.
even want to deal with
It's
anybody?
like bacon,
You guys,
egg, and
I don't
cheese.
understand this. I come to a club and I'm buying bottles. I want to hang out with my friends. I don't care about anything else around me. You want the
That's
great,
a great thing that
like you want great vibes around you. You want a great energy. Facts.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, you want that service to be 100%. And a machine will give you 100% service 100% of the time. That's why it's a machine.
Can I cut you off?
Now, you guys want to add personality to a venue that's booming at whatever sound they're booming at. There's not really that much personality. You guys, nightlife is maybe in the smoking section.
Okay,
you
but
can have a
who's
conversation with
but
them.
who's to blame for that though? Who is to blame for that? They're dead ass turning us into
I'm
robots.
not blaming you or not.
No,
I'm not blaming anybody.
no,
but
but
I'm
that's
saying
what
this is
I'm
the
saying.
facts. Look at
That's what I'm
McDonald's.
saying.
McDonald's will no longer have people working.
Right, because people wanted
10 years from
$15
now.
an hour to put a piece of chicken.
Okay, and has your
between
rates
two
gone
buns.
down since what? Since you started? Yes, it has.
Right.
Because this is the game. We want a cheap option to a steady and successful solution to any problem that we have. This is the modern era. You want something. Why was Uber created? Why anything we do these days, technologically wise, we're trying to advance ourselves and make it easier.
Yo, have you seen that meme where it's like 10 years ago, your parents were like, don't get in strangers' cars. Don't get in strangers' cars. And now we pay to get into strangers' cars. my bad. I just had to bring some
But it's a
humor to
fact.
this.
Can I-
No, that's facts.
Can I butt in what you were saying right there? You said when you're in a VIP with your friends, right? You don't care about nobody else in the room, right?
No.
All you're caring about is you and your friends that's in that VIP section and your bottles that you got, right? Now you guys have one type of mood, but now you have a whole other VIP section who has a different type of mood. How can a computer?
I think you're mistaking the fact that music is that important. And I think you guys really mistake this every single week. And the proof is in the pudding. Look at 80% of clubs in New York City. They're not booking good
if you have
DJs.
two
They're not booking good DJs.
Listen,
you guys are proving it to me.
If you have two different vibes, it's
Scarlett,
no
talk
way.
to me.
Go ahead.
Do you not
Scarlett.
see this?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I just wanted to say, to an extent, I have to say the one thing that you just said, that New York City DJs are not booking good DJs, I can agree with that.
Yeah, so what does that tell you, though? That means that the music's not that important.
It's not.
In nightlife,
That's a fact.
it's not.
So boom,
right
done.
now, it's not.
So that means a robot can do it in 10 years.
In New
I don't
York,
understand
in
what
New
you-
York City,
Bro,
nightlife.
if you tell me, all right, ready, let's say a DJ gets paid $500 a night, right? You're telling me if I cut out $500 a night from a budget for a full year by giving you one system, are you guys serious?
How much you think you're gonna pay for a computer DJ?
Not a computer. You don't have to pay a computer DJ, bro.
I mean, nah, you get that.
Even if it's a one-time fee of $10,000.
Nah, you get that. Make like a spot, like a lit
You're
playlist on
bugging, bro.
Spotify right now.
All you need.
No. Marty,
Bro, hire 5 great DJs, put them at headquarters,
let me
have
hit
them
it
make a
with
mix
the
every
bang.
single
Let me hit
week,
it
and
with
that's
the
it.
bang.
And make like 10 mixes.
So
That's
all
not a
my
big
DJs,
deal.
let me hit it with a bang right here. Can you go to that computer and be like, yo, look, bro, we ain't make this much tonight. I got this for you.
You don't need to because you don't pay the guy. You're never gonna go into a loss. You're not paying anybody anymore.
It's a one-time investment kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
You
just
would
like
buy the
lighting.
machine, and the
Yeah.
machine would do it. But here's my thing: how would you go up to the computer and be like, "Hey, man, so like, we just got a table, and they just spent $5
Text,
grand."
just text it,
That's
and it'll
facts.
shout
Switch
you
up the
out.
vibe.
Just text you.
So
We'll shout
imagine
you
a
out.
robot like.
Text. You know what? I'll take it one step further. Halfway through your party, you can text the machine, hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please shout out Spencer. He'll send you a text back. PayPal is $50. I'll start making hella money off shout outs. Way more than you guys do. I'm just saying, look, I believe that music is super
But can
important.
you go
in
to
New
the
York City.
robot and be like, yo, do you know that song from that artist that goes, na, 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 and then they're gonna guess it? Like, bro.
Yes, they will guess it. You have Shazam. You guys are you guys serious? It's 2019 almost. We can literally do anything. This is a reality.
That's
In
not
5
true.
years from
That's
now,
not true.
you will literally not have a job.
That's not
if
true.
This
That's
continues
not
to go
true
like
because
this.
I still have to walk into the DMV and
There we go. All right, we're
show
just gonna
them
change the subject.
mad-
But if you're not gonna take the
That's not
subject
true.
seriously, we're just gonna change the subject.
I'm
Nah,
that's-
just
I'm
go to a
dead
different
serious.
subject.
That's real
It's
talk,
fine.
though.
No, it's
That's real
not.
talk. You're talking about the
It's
advancement
the
of
industry
technology.
talk.
Will take over.
industry
Okay, bro,
talk.
you're talking about the advancement of technology
In this scene, in this category.
No, you took it to real life.
Bro,
You
the
dead serious in real
DMV
life.
will never ever be technologically advanced. It's a DMV. It's the low point of society.
okay.
The DMV is Stone Age of England.
Wow.
The DMV is literally a black hole of
Okay.
Bermuda.
Okay.
Nobody ever wants
So
to go to the
nightlife,
DMV.
nightlife is probably the last few sacred things we have as humans, right? Why in the world would you want to ruin that with robots? Who would do that? Who would
wasn't
do
the
that?
question. The question was, would I or would I not like it? The question wasn't, do I like the music? The question wasn't, do I pay good DJs? The question was, do you think that nightlife itself will transition to a robotic period?
Yes, and I
That's the
said
question.
no, and absolutely
I think
not.
that you're thinking that people who run nightlife are the people who love nightlife. No, people who run nightlife are people who are invested in nightlife.
Absolutely. They're just worried about their bottom line.
Exactly. So if you're telling me that I can improve your cost of profit and margin, and I don't understand why you guys think it's so far-fetched. I just don't.
I'm gonna just go back to.
That's a touchy subject. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I just think it's back to what I said. I really think that at the end of the day, I'm not going out to get served by a robot
Yeah, for
or
real.
listen to
I'm
a
not doing
robot. I'm not.
Okay.
I think right now, even 5 years from now, or even 5 years ago, I go out to listen to DJs. I go out to listen to Marty because I like the way Marty plays. It's
Likewise.
as simple as that.
No,
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
Look,
I don't
this
think
is what we're here for. This is everybody has their own perspective.
I don't
on
really
it.
know.
Industry talk.
Fact.
Industry talk. We're gonna jump topics. We did want to jump into this real quick. Trust issues in nightlife, in relationships. We just saw Cardi B and Offset break up a couple days ago.
You think that has to do because of the industry, though?
No, but I'm gonna connect it into the industry because of the show. So this is what I wanted to do. But I just believe I believe that I mean we're gonna get to that why they broke up and why I believe they broke up. But first I want to ask you guys and present this question: do you think that there is or can be a faithful relationship in the industry, music industry? One. Dot, obviously we'll start with you when it comes to the music industry. In the nightlife industry, do you think you can have a faithful relationship? And have you seen it? Because I haven't seen it, honestly. So
I have.
I haven't really seen it. I mean, I've seen it really briefly. But I'm going to ask you guys first what you guys think about this and why you think they broke up as well.
Honestly, I wouldn't. If we're gonna focus on the faithful industry part, you can say yes, but there's always in the back of your mind from either side, I know they're doing something. I know she's doing something. Because just for the thing of there's no time really. Like in this game right here, in this industry, you really don't have time.
That's
Like, because
facts.
in order to keep living now, because right now while we're talking, there's 3 DJs being made in this world right now. Right now while we're talking, there's 3 people who just became a promoter. There's 3 people who just became a cameraman. There's 3 people who just became a videographer. It's 50 states. And I'm not good with the math on the countries, but it's the number of countries. You understand what I'm saying? And somewhere in that country, somebody became a DJ, cameraman, and something like that. So, everybody's like on the same type of things. Like, oh, I know they're up to something. I know they're doing this. Just because of what the TV presents, which messes it
So
up
it's
from
based
love
off,
and
you're saying
love and
based
hip
off
hop.
perception.
Yeah,
Right.
perception. Love and hip things like love and hip hop messes it up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for instance, who was one of the first DJs? Drewski started and self-started on Love and Hip Hop. Now my girl has nothing to do with the industry. I know my girl from college when I was a basketball player, and she was also there when I became a DJ. She actually helped me pick my DJ name, and everything was cool.
Did your current girl? Your
Huh?
ex-girl?
Yeah, no, my current.
Oh, right.
And everything was cool until Drewski goes on Love and Hip Hop, and he says, "Yeah, I'm faithful, but I still."
You dabble.
I got a text as soon as that happened, like. So it's like you said, the perception, everything, like people make the perception of DJs now, like, oh, you're a DJ, you ain't faithful. So every day I have to deal with, I know you're talking to somebody.
Facts, but we're gonna we're about to take a quick break in a few minutes, so we gotta speed up this discussion a little bit. My outlook on the subject is, first off, God bless Offset to begin with. Because Cardi is Latina from the Bronx. That's first off. She's crazy, crazy, crazy on top of crazy. But listen, if it's not working, it's not working. It's 2018. People raise their kids all the time without being married. It happens.
Was it no
It really
time?
happens. But it really happens, though. Like, yo, it doesn't matter. Your obligation is that child. That's your obligation. It doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter if she's more popping, he's more popping. Let's be real. Offset is never, ever going to be more popping than Cardi. That's facts. Unfortunately, that's facts. Because Offset is in the shadow of Quavo, who is the lead whatever of Migos. But that's the thing. Like, every song is blah, blah, blah featuring Quavo. Blah, blah, blah featuring Quavo. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, Offset will never, ever, ever be more popular than Cardi. That's the reality of it. You know what I mean? So, I don't know if there's a little bit of envy in that situation or, like, you know, or any of that. But God bless them, yo. Real talk.
We got to go to sponsorship, baby. When we get back, we'll get DJ Scarlett's opinions on this, and then we'll get into her personal interview. Stick around. You don't want to go anywhere.
Bad Intentions Tattoos, specializing in 3D and realistic tattoos. And don't forget the piercings. Proud sponsor of WZYE 95.9 FM. Located at 103 Broadway, Newark, New Jersey. Instagram at Bad Intentions with the Z _ 103 Broadway. Hashtag Bad Intentions.
This program is brought to you by General Tech Auto Center. They offer vehicle and maintenance repairs such as car batteries, spark plugs, oil filters, air filters, wiper blades, brakes, and much more. General Tech Auto Center is ASC and Master Tech certified and is located at 1129 South Orange Avenue in Newark, New Jersey. The phone number is 973-371-8899.
This program is sponsored by Lyman's Cafe Caribe. They provide inviting music, friendly smiles, and great taste in Caribbean foods and a taste of the islands. Lyman's Cafe is located at number 5 Winan Street in East Orange, New Jersey. The web address is www.lymanscafe.com and the phone number is 973-674-2992.
This program is brought to you by Taxco Incorporated. They provide tax preparation, IRS resolution, accounting, business consulting, and wealth building services. Taxco has offices located at 1733 Springfield Avenue, Maplewood, New Jersey, 8 First Avenue, Bloomfield, New Jersey, and 293 First Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. The web address is www.taxco.co, and the phone number is 973-762-7290.
You are now rocking with the Jason Experience on NonFiction Radio 95.9. This is Industry Talk.
Los maleantes quieren gribe, 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 que la baby quieren kush, 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 kush. Los cantantes quieren gribe, 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 que la baby quieren kush, kush, kush.
You are now rocking with the Jason Experience on NonFiction Radio 95.9. This is Industry Talk.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's good to be back. We were brushing up on a great subject I like to talk about honestly. Relationships in nightlife, relationships in the music industry, relationships in the industry itself, and we were referencing Cardi B, Offset, and the fact that they broke up a couple days ago. And does that prove or disprove anything? I have the lovely DJ Scarlett here.
What's up, everybody? Thank you, Jason, Marty, for having me on the show.
Tao Queen resident.
Thank you for coming.
The queen of residencies, which is really hard to obtain, by the way.
Thank
Super
you.
impressed about that.
Thank you.
And no agency, by the way.
No
and,
agency.
Yeah, nah, we independent out here. So Scarlett, tell me a little bit. Tell me what you think about the subject, because I really do want to know your female's perspective on this.
So just in case you tuned in right now, we're talking about fidelity in industry relationships. So both of you and your significant other being in the same industry while still remaining faithful to each other. Scarlett, go.
It's possible. It's definitely possible. And I think, I don't really want to, I don't have much to say on this except for the simple fact that it all just depends on where you're at in your life. Like, if you're, like, in your 20s, like my cousin's son right now just got to college, and, you know, he's, like, 18, and he's in love with this girl, and she's beautiful. Why? Check it. And he posts all these pictures on Instagram like, yo, you gonna get a wedding card soon, son. Oh. And I'm like, bro, you're 18. Like,
relax.
So it's like, it just depends on where you are in your life. And I think that it's possible if your head is right and if you're cool with going down that path. If that's not where you want to be, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. It's as simple as that. Now, I think it's different for males and females too. It's like, it's been hard for me too. It's hard for people to date me because, you know, I'm not so sure. Like, well, guys weren't okay with me coming home at 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? After a set or whatever. And I've had my fair share of issues as well. You know, so I think it's, again, it all depends on communication is key, you know, knowing where both of your heads are at and, you know, willing to work through all that. I mean, to me, unfortunately, and I'm a woman, I've lost a lot of female friends because I am all about my work. I am. I'm a little different. You know, I'm different. Like, to me, having a house and a family with a kid and whatever, that's not my dream. It is for some women, but it's not my dream. And so maybe finding somebody that's okay and open and flexible, you know, and understands that and will eventually want that is what works for me. Or, you know what I'm saying? So it's all
Do you
about...
feel like in nightlife we continuously put stuff on the back burner, like, oh, I don't want this now, but I think I'm gonna want it in the future. And I think my personal like relationships in the past is always like, hey, yeah, in 5 years from now I'm gonna want this. And I'm 5 years later now, and I'm like, in 5 years from now I'm gonna want this. When do you cut that line? When do you draw that line and say, hey?
I think you know. You just know. You know when you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you just know. Like, for me, I feel like I will know. Like, it's like Drake says, right? The moment you stop having fun with it, you're going to be done with it. That's like the same thing with the game, right? I feel like, for me, I'll be honest with you, like, it's my birthday next Tuesday.
Okay.
Sagittarius gang.
Happy birthday.
Sagittariuses are the best, by far the best.
You know the vibes.
Facts, right? So
we're all Sagittarius, by the way.
That should just say something.
You know the vibes.
That should just, you know. But what I'm saying is, I know that I'm now I'm getting older, right? As a girl, like, yo, standing up and doing a 6-hour residency set, like, is not easy. Your feet hurt at the end of the night.
In heels.
In heels, right? Because the clubs want you to look a certain way, right? And it's like,
You don't bring heels and then take sneakers behind the booth?
I do.
Okay.
I have flats. At the end of my set, I actually, I mean, I know I'm short, but I decrease my height.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the industries. Let's talk about the numbers that the industry has posted for you to paint by. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a female DJ, you gotta be blah blah blah. You gotta look blah blah blah. You gotta have certain followers. Know what I mean? Like, let's talk about it. Like, don't you like ever? I know me personally, it's just certain days where I'm like, I don't want to watch what I eat. Like, I want to eat whatever I want to eat. Know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to, you know, go here and not get hammered. I want to get hammered. Like, I had a long week.
Right.
I want to get hammered. Know what I mean? But we can't.
I think, for me, about me, I want you to know something. Like, for me right now, health. Like, and I think for all people, the first thing should be health.
So it's a personal choice for you?
Yeah, for me, like, health is super important. I'm mad religious about trying not to drink during the week because I'm around it all weekend, right? I work out about 4 times a week. Okay. And I still don't look like some of these female DJs out there. Right. But it's about personal contentment.
But you sound way better than them, though.
Yeah, hey, thank you, Marty.
But that's the thing, but you know, that's kind of what I'm getting to. Like, how did you feel? You know, you obviously you put the time in. I mean, like, you put the time in.
Of course.
You learned how to produce. You learned how to connect all your equipment. How to like when you got here, you was like, bam, 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 get out the way. You know what I mean? Like, you connected all your joints. Like, you know what I mean? So, how does it feel, you being a real DJ, an attractive female, and coming into these places and hearing these less than mediocre sets?
Of course it makes me feel funny, but you know what? I'm above that. That's what I'm trying to say and let other people know. You got to be above that. You got to make your own lane.
So it doesn't discourage you?
No, it does not discourage me. Why would it discourage me?
So
I'm good. Like,
it doesn't discourage you when you see a girl that's quote unquote more attractive or whatever, no offense, but to society, more attractive. And
it's happened to me before.
A quarter of the talented that you are.
Right.
Like
Does
that-
it bother
that-
me?
yeah.
No.
It makes you
It
work
goes
harder?
above me.
I like that.
It goes above me. I like that. I'm above that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Of
It
course.
does not matter to me because it's like, yo, that's just something. That's just somebody that's in the industry that's gonna be in the industry for whatever amount of time. Like
Right.
as soon as their looks fade or whatever, like it's not gonna matter. I'm still here. Not only am I doing the residencies in New York and doing what I gotta do, I'm a versatile DJ. I've created my own lane. I have my own wedding business.
Okay.
Like you
Hold
know
on,
what
before
I'm
we
saying?
get into that, what are your current residencies in New York City? Let the
Magic
listeners know.
Hour, New York City, which is in Times Square,
Right.
and then
At the
Bodega-
Moxie Hotel?
At the Moxie Hotel, Bodega Negra every Thursday. It starts at 9 p.m. You know, it goes until sometimes 1 o'clock, sometimes 2 o'clock. Everybody heads up to PhD, and then every now and then PhD Midtown. Those are like the residencies.
Right.
Tao Group properties.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, any questions for DJ Scarlett?
I mean, you wanted to get into the wedding business, right?
Right.
So, let's talk about the wedding
right.
business.
So
Isn't that
you
next?
so you have a whole nother
Persona,
brand, a whole
yeah.
nother persona called
Right.
DJ Shilpa.
That's actually my government, DJ
Right,
Shilpa.
right.
So it started off because my father was a wedding DJ in the Indian scene, and he felt like in the 90s there was a need for that. I was his faithful roadie. Long story short, eventually I followed his footsteps, taught myself how to spin. I went to school, did the whole 9 yards, had a job, and about 8 years ago, I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna quit my job and just go full time with being a female DJ. Like, I really don't have anything to lose. I'm
No,
not
no,
earning."
no. Being a DJ.
What about it?
Just being a DJ.
Just-
You're not just a female DJ.
Yeah, but
No, I said full-time.
Yeah. No, you said being a female DJ.
No, I said being a full-time DJ.
I heard
I quit my
female.
job 8 years ago
Okay.
to be a full-time
All
DJ.
right, because you're way beyond a female DJ.
Oh, absolutely.
You body that set in there. You know what I mean? You definitely caught a body in there. So you were your father's roadie. You taught yourself how to spin.
Absolutely.
Did you
And
take
then-
any of your father's clients?
For the most part, yeah.
That's
so
fire,
I
though.
just actually made a post about this. So this last Saturday, I was in Fort Lauderdale and I did this girl's wedding. I got that wedding because 15 years ago I did her sister's wedding, and
Okay.
that's when I was first starting off.
Wow.
Like when I was like 15 or 16 years old,
Uh-huh.
and they gave me an opportunity because we all knew each other in the same community.
Uh-huh.
I did her wedding 15 years ago.
Okay.
3 years after that, I did her middle sister's wedding,
Uh-huh.
and just this past Saturday in Fort Lauderdale, I did the other sister's wedding.
You said
So-
you said your father was your hero, like that. You got
Absolutely.
your father.
Yeah.
So growing up, being the female daughter that is did that make you more like? Because you're now used to being in a male-dominated industry when you were younger. Now you're in a male-dominated industry when
He
you're higher.
taught me to be independent.
Wait,
Exactly.
are you an
So-
only child?
Only child.
Oh, okay.
You're now pushing. Now, where did you grow up?
Franklin, Somerset.
Okay, and your dad was you said Indian, correct?
Yeah.
Now, as an Indian father, he never stopped you from breaking that barrier as a female?
No. And I have to hand it
That's
to him.
that's an
fire.
amazing
So-
find. I
Because
don't
my
find
mom
that
wasn't
often.
too cool with
Yeah,
it.
Indian parents are wild strict when it comes to stuff like that.
Absolutely, but he wasn't.
Yeah,
But he wasn't.
they
He
wild
wasn't.
strict.
I think maybe because he understood he had a love for music. He saw that I had a love for music, so he wasn't going to try to stop it.
Mhm.
Not to mention, like, I did what my parents wanted. I went to school. I got a degree. I respected that.
Yeah.
I made that money. I used to work for Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy USA. By the time I left, I was an assistant. I was right under the assistant controller in the accounting department. I had a 6-figure salary in 2011. Right?
Wow.
In 2011-12. And anything that I drank from Moet Hennessy USA, I was able to just comp that, right? So I had mad best friends, Marty.
Of course.
2011, 2012.
Actually, I didn't even know that Louis V owned Henny.
Absolutely.
Like, I didn't know that.
Shout out to Moet Hennessy USA, by the way. Their champagne is Moet, Vive Clicquot, and Dom Perignon.
Yeah,
They own all
we're gonna
that.
talk about that sponsorship a little later on in the show. But
Yeah.
but I did want to talk to you about the fact that I saw you spinning, and you're very vibrant,
Yeah.
extremely vibrant. And it comes to your music, the music's extremely happy music. It might not be club or hip hops per se.
Well,
or
no.
but
Don't
it's
don't
really
get,
exciting.
No, don't get me wrong. I do. All
No,
that.
I know. I'm saying
But,
right now, though.
yeah, exactly. I think for me, it was just like I already know, and I've seen Marty do his thing, and like some of the other people that have came through. Like I'm like everybody's gonna play sicko mode because it's hot right now.
Facts.
Everyone's gonna do the whole like uproar, right? I just wanted to give the listeners tonight something different.
Yeah, but I also told her, do your thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we called it the full package, the total package set for a reason, because we want you to come here and get away from the norm. You know what I mean?
And that's
Like,
one thing I wanted to.
We always do. We all know the struggle. You know, we work in these bottle service clubs, and it's like, yo, play this, play this.
Right.
My client wants to hear this.
Right.
He doesn't care. He's spending 10 G's. Play this. You know what I mean? And you gotta play it. And it's like, all right, like, am I an iPod or what?
Can I? Because I do want to touch on something while we talk about the genres of music. I started on a college scene where it was diverse, and they told me, in order for you to do our parties, you got to be able to play A, B, C, D type of music.
Right.
Now I wanted to ask you, as when you were coming up in a different culture, how did you get into the hip hop scene? Like, because you know, like we said earlier, Indian parents, you know, they are strict in what they believe in, and I know as him being an older DJ, he was probably certain on certain genres.
So I was raised in Franklin, very cultural, very mixed, if you know, and so hip hop was always around. Being an Indian girl, and then starting doing Indian events, right? There's more and more younger people at these Indian events. They wanted to hear the Indian music, but they also wanted to hear the stuff they were hearing on the radio on Hot 97, right? So how could I keep the parents that were at my event happy and the kids happy? I started doing mashups. I started doing live mashups at the party. Like, I would take an Indian song, like everyone knows Punjabi MC, right? You take that, you put a hip-hop beat behind it. Guess what? The parents are doing their two-step at the party, and the Indian kids are loving it too. And that's how I got into blending the Indian stuff with the hip-hop.
You mentioned you have exclusive edits,
Yeah.
multiple exclusive edits. You have
Yes.
multiple. I'm
I got
guessing
my hard
bootlegs.
drive, too.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you got multiple bootlegs too. Well, I'm gonna get to that. Do you distribute these? Are they online anywhere? Anybody can find them?
I used to send like a mass email to DJs with my edits for like about a year, and I have to be really honest with you. Like a few people would respond back and be like, "Yo, this is fire, that's cool." But I felt like I didn't get enough love from the industry, and it kind of turned me off. So I started sending it to more pools. So now some of the edits and mashups are available on like DMS, DJ City, and that's about it. It's just some of the main pools, but. I stopped sending them out to the DJs per se because I just wasn't getting that feedback. Maybe I'll get back into it in 2019, but I think that goes back to what Marty was saying earlier. Like, I don't know. There's still this animosity.
Yeah, there really is.
What if I got
feel
my hard drive right now?
I would give you my edits.
Let's get it.
I feel like right now, the state of love in New York City between the DJs is very hostile still. You know what I mean? Like, the girls are competing to be the most popping girl DJ. The guys are competing to be the most popping guy DJ.
Do you feel like it's been worse, or do you feel like there's just more platforms people to run their mouth on? Like, back in the day, we could have all hated each other, but we would never know. Like, no one talks about it.
Right. No,
now, like,
but still, everybody's
you
still
ain't comment
commenting
on 6 of my pictures, bro? Oh, it's over.
Everybody's
you ain't
still
comment on
liking
9
each
of my
other's
pictures?
pictures
Oh,
or
it's
whatever.
over.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
this is getting ridiculous. I had a kid,
Right.
I had a, like those polls on the Instagram stories?
Yeah.
I tapped no by mistake. Like, I just
scrolling through. I do that all the time.
This
yo.
guy DMs me, goes, "Wow, bro, you don't want to support me?" I'm like, I don't even know you. I'm like, what? But this is what we have to deal with. Now, I realize you weren't really touching the mic in the booth earlier, and I know Tao Group is really against that as well. Tell me, from your experience, is that something you prefer, don't prefer?
I prefer to
Because
be
if you're
on
a
the
wedding,
mic.
I know if you do weddings
I'm
on
on
the
the
side.
mic heavy at private events, heavy. And I would love to be on the mic at Tao Group, but it's just something that they don't prefer. Matter of fact, some DJs, they allow it. I'm not trying to
DJ
put
Reach.
anybody.
DJ Reach. Shout out to DJ Reach.
Reach's mic work is great, though.
Yeah,
Reach is,
who
you
we
can't
had
say.
on. Yeah, but
Nah, Reach can work a mic.
No.
Reach
not-
can really work.
No,
a
no,
mic.
not saying he can't. Pause.
And number one, Reach starts his set by giving his number to the crowd on the speakers.
For real?
Yeah, so
I've
he's
never
like,
seen that.
So because you only catch him at Lavo, they don't let him do it. He come like Cielo when he comes to us. His first like drop is his number, and he makes like everybody text him like right there, and he gets everybody's number.
That's crazy.
And I'm sitting there like, this man just tried to
His
steal
battery
all my
goes
girls.
dead.
Crazy, but
I'm like batting phones down.
I'm gonna tell you a story though. Like when I first started at Tao Downtown as an opener, and I think I was going in on this night, and I got on the mic because I was feeling it, and the energy was really like, I got on the mic a few times, and I don't sound bad at all, contrary to how dudes wanna, I just think it's a little classier. My voice cuts through the air, whatever. And someone, like one of the management people, comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, we don't really want you on the mic," and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, that's happening.
And it happens. And is it a turnoff? Yeah, but is it going to deter me from doing what I want to do? No.
No, all right, so you said earlier you don't want to send your edits. Why not drop a mixtape though? Like Chachi drops a mixtape every year, once a year. Why don't we get a mixtape from you?
I actually used to. I used to.
Okay,
so
but I'm feeling this thing where you've abandoned us. You've
Nah, not
you
at
don't-
all. Not at all. I think I've just gotten busy. My hard work is finally paying off.
That's a
Like,
good thing.
that's
Not only
all.
that, but also people are devaluing it. Like before, we used to print out CDs and stuff. Like I remember
That was the fun part.
Yeah, I remember
Mixtapes.
DJ Finest when Elizabeth used to have a Colombian festival. The last Colombian festival, matter of fact, Finest printed out like something like 1,000 CDs.
1,000?
It was called House Temptations, and we were like passing them out to people. Like we was putting in the footwork, and people dead ass were like throwing them out right in front of them. Mine just chucking them. Like,
And it's
yo, for
tangible,
real?
right? It's a tangible product. You
Yeah,
got your
for
name
real,
on the
like-
product. Like, you're
Like,
excited.
it
I
actually
used to make
cost
CDs
something.
too.
Yo. It cost like almost $5
Put
per
a lot of
CD.
money into that.
It was like
Yeah.
$500 to get 100 CDs.
Yeah, it's
and like,
crazy.
you know, I
It's
mean, it
crazy.
was a tangible product. Now you just slap that. You know what it is? I got turned off, and I have to leave soon because I have to go to my residency. But I'm gonna leave on this note, which I think is super important. Everything that you guys are talking about, whether it's like why we got away from like putting out mixes and the competition, whatever. I think in general, it's like when you were touching base on the whole like industry becoming computerized, whatever. It's like when Serato came out. We just went from having like DJs to everybody's a DJ. That's what happened.
And then it's gonna go from everybody being a DJ to nobody being a DJ. That's exactly how this is gonna go in 10 years, and I will predict it in
All right,
advance.
so it's
by 10 in 2000,
December 6,
2029, you will see a
2028,
huge.
bro. We're still in 2018.
Slow it down.
Give me a month on top, okay?
All right.
But in this span, you'll see a huge decrease in DJs.
Let's see.
And
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I
Because
truly
right
believe in
now,
this.
I think the people are the way they are, like the animosity and all that stuff. I wholeheartedly blame it on the simple fact that the industry is just super saturated.
Word.
It's
No,
super
it is.
saturated.
That's facts.
That's
Now
it.
we talk about this
That's
every
facts.
single week.
That's facts.
I know you gotta get to your residency, DJ
Word.
Scarlett.
Thank
We're
you,
not
DJ
done.
Scarlett.
We're not done. We're gonna stay on
Thank
the air.
you, DJ
But
Scarlett,
tell them
for
where to
coming.
find you out first, and then we can get to the
on
thank yous.
Instagram, you can find me at DJ Scarlett with 2 T's 88. DJ Scarlett 88. All right. Thank you, Jason. Thank
So
you,
where we
Marty.
finding you tonight? Tonight you at
Bodega Negra.
At Bodega Negra. I'm at
Dream
Tao
Hotel.
downtown next door to her.
Exactly. So you know I'm gonna come
My
see
man,
you.
my man Jason's at home, 510 LaGuardia Place. Yep. Lay Souk.
Yes,
You know
sir.
the vibes. S. Dot. Where you at? You coming out tonight?
I'm going to Lusouk tonight.
No, you not. No, you not.
Yo,
no,
Scarlett.
Where we at then? Where I'm invited
You
to then?
going to Lay Souk. So you can come to town if you
Yo,
want.
hold
but-
up. Scarlett,
coming
thank
to
you so
town.
much. I know you
Thank
got to
you,
get up
thank
out of here. Thank you so much for coming down. You were a complete pleasure.
Thank you very much. You
Lovely as
killed your
well.
set.
Thank you.
Very, the most best of luck to you in your future endeavors. I really appreciate your humbleness
I appreciate
and
it. Thank
coming
you.
into the show and just completely destroying the set.
If you need a date for your next wedding, for your next Indian wedding, I've never been to an Indian wedding. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go,
let's
man.
go.
I'm trying to suit up
Let's
in one of
go.
them. I'll put the suit on too. Don't get me confused.
I got you.
But I've never been to an Indian wedding. I really do want to
You
go.
gotta go. It's like a
I've
3-day
heard it's
affair.
like 6 days, like 6 days, and
$20 million.
Yeah, like
I was just at Priyanka Chopra's
some
wedding
ridiculous. Right,
with
okay.
Nick Jonas. Know what I
As
mean?
what?
And she
You
looked,
got-
huh?
As
As
what?
what? This the
I was-
engineer,
I was
the
a-
sound
I was a
boy.
bu- I was a bus boy.
I was a bus boy.
Thank you, guys.
Anyways,
Word
we
up.
really
Industry
appreciate
Talk,
you coming in.
Marty Rock, Jason, experienced DJ S. Dot.
Yes, sir. We
Thank
we
you so
just
much
we
for
just
coming through.
concluded a super dope interview with one of the most lovely DJs in New York City. Honestly, super talented. Bodied her set today. Completely bodied her set. Tonight she's at Bodega Negra. I did want to finish the show up by S. Dot. I do want to talk to you about this situation with the Cardi B and Offset. All right. This is how I feel about it. 15 months, right? They get into a relationship. They break up. They get back together. They have a kid, and they get married, and they get divorced.